This grain-free wrap recipe is one of my favorite recipes. When I decided to cut out grains from my diet, I really missed things like wraps and sandwiches, and then I came across this recipe and I absolutely fell in love with it. It's extremely easy to make. If you have a family crisis with lunchboxes, you need to get something ready to make for the kids tomorrow or even for yourself. You suddenly realize you don't have any bread in your bread bin left, then this is a super easy recipe that you can quickly whip up and everybody in your family will absolutely love it. So it starts with 6 eggs, and then to the eggs you add coconut flour. You can use arrowroot or tapioca flour. I use tapioca flour mainly because it's more readily available and it's also cheaper. Some salt. And then I'm using clarified butter today, 2 tablespoons of melted clarified butter. You can add coconut oil as well. Normal butter, if you're not dairy intolerant, is also fine. And for my milk, because I don't do dairy, I make a mixture of coconut cream, half a cup of coconut cream with half a cup of water. You can use coconut milk, you can also use almond milk or cashew milk, whatever you prefer. You can use dairy milk, doesn't matter. So 1 cup goes in. And then all we need to do is blitz that together. So I'm using my stick blender, and you will see it really comes together very, very quickly. Now you just let it stand for about 30 seconds. That gives you some time to start your heat. I'm putting my pan on medium heat. And while that is heating up, you just give the mixture a couple of seconds for all the ingredients to blend and for the coconut flour to absorb the moisture of the eggs. So just very, very quickly blitz it up again. Okay, once you can feel the heat of the pan on the bottom of your hand, now to my pan I'm adding just a little bit of clarified butter just to make sure the batter doesn't stick, and I just swirl it around. You only need a thin coating. You can also use coconut oil or a non-stick cooking spray if you prefer. And then we ladle the batter into the pan, and then while we ladle it in, you want to give a swirling motion to make sure that you sort of help the batter move around in the pan until you get a proper coating and the whole bottom of the pan is properly coated. So it's almost like making a pancake. So it is definitely a little bit thicker, more thicker than your pancake batter. So once you can see that the top part of your wrap has dried up, then it's time to flip your wrap over. So you just loosen it on the sides, put your spatula in, and give it a flip. And it just takes a few seconds on the other side. You just want a beautiful brown color on that side as well, and then you're done. And then you just continue like this until you've used up all the batter. And I usually get between 10 and 12 wraps when I make this recipe. Once you are done with all your wraps, you can easily stack them with parchment paper in between, place them in a Ziploc folder, tuck them in the freezer, and have them on hand for those days that you have a bit of a crisis. But I'm going to show you quickly how I like to enjoy my wraps. So what I've done, I've whipped up a very simple chicken salad. It's a store-bought rotisserie chicken, making my life extremely easy, of course. And I've just chopped up some cherry tomatoes, diced up some gherkins. I've got spring onion in there, I've got chives in there, and I gave that a mix with some mayonnaise, putting the wrap together, place your wrap on your plate, and then I like to start with some fresh lettuce, and you can use butter lettuce, rocket, whatever you like or prefer. And then a generous scoop of your chicken salad filling, and then I top that up with some micro herbs, and then it's your choice whether you want to just roll it up. Today I'm going to try and fold it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that I can share my recipes with you. Please like and subscribe.